Good evening. Phil Lindeman with your Krystal 93 News from Luna Lending. Town of Silverthorne just awarded $53,000 to 11 local businesses. Here is where the grant money is going at the Elks Lodge from Secretary Gail Knorr.
Our parking lot is in dire need of refurbishing. We've been raising money for about 4 years for that project, and this is kind of the last push, and we're hopefully going to get it done this summer.
At House of Vibes off exit 205, $5,000 will pay for a new, larger sign out front. Co-owner Zach Turner.
Signage is expensive, and that's what draws a lot of people in to see us. Honestly, with like $5,000, that helps tremendously because without this, we don't really have the funds to just put that up right up front.
Recipients are saying big thanks to Town of Silverthorne for supporting them and the community. This week on the State of Summit.
This past weekend, with all the rain we've had on the Front Range, we shut the Roberts Tunnel down.
That was Todd Hartman with Denver Water, owner of the Roberts Tunnel, which pumps water from Lake Dillon up and over the Continental Divide.
There's no reason to be pulling that water from Dillon Reservoir when Mother Nature is providing.
Recent rain has been a blessing, but Denver Water knows 1.5 million users on the Front Range still need reservoirs, and they will start pulling from Lake Dillon again.
Dillon Reservoir, it's our biggest in our system, and it is a critical component.
Denver Water recently convinced 30 other water utilities to sign a conservation memorandum. This could reduce water use by 30%, starting with decorative turf. Denver Water's convinced big change will start small.
To reduce the use of non-functional or decorative turf by 30%, and that's a big number, and it will be very challenging. For our service area into the water, that's about 75 million square feet.
Soon, Denver Water is launching a new campaign encouraging HOAs and other property owners to replace grass with Coloradoscapes.
Native plants, native grasses, the need for pollinator species and habitat for birds and insects.
Other simple but often overlooked solutions, replacing outdated toilets and faucets and turning off sprinklers for 2 or 3 days after rainstorms. Tune in again next week for the State of Summit on Krystal 93. Right here in Summit just yesterday, Breck Town Council was brainstorming ways to conserve water. Town Manager Rick Holman.
Redoing the outdoor ball fields that we have there by the rec center and put artificial turf on those.
Holman says those grass fields soak up a massive amount of Breck's municipal water. Next week in Silverthorne, the Colorado River District is hosting a State of the River Town Hall. It covers conservation, new laws, water rights, and how all three fit into the aridification of the West. That meeting is next Tuesday, May 23rd at Silverthorne Pavilion. All are welcome. In sports, the Rockies pulled off a comeback today, beating the Reds 11-6. And in local sports, tomorrow's the opening day of the State 4A Track Championships, where 9 Summit High athletes are competing. Sophomore cross-country champ Ella Hagen's there, with new school record holders Dom Ramikis and Joshua Shriver. Yesterday was race 2 of the Vail Whitewater Series, where Jennifer Hodgkiss won the women's kayak and the stand-up paddle races. Joe Giglio won men's kayak. Jeremiah Williams won men's sup. Phil Lindeman, Krystal 93 News.